would give almost anything to have a dog like that.
Coda's reach has been powerful and shared online. Claremont police fielded a call from a woman in Tennessee who follows Coda and whose dying wish was to meet the dog. Police detected it might be a call for help.
An individual who was in crisis because of certain medical and mental health issues that were going on.
Corporal Pollen, who's worked with Gina in the community and with Coda on social media, wanted to assist. Gina's nonprofit Smiles for Miles raised donations to make Linda's wish come true.
We just landed in Tennessee and we're going to meet Linda and have some lunch with her.
Linda was thrilled to see Coda in person.
Coda! Oh, I love you so much.
Making those connections and being able to make that happen was extremely important to Claremont Police.
For Gina, she will continue to share the joy her dog brings to others.
It's very fulfilling doing pet therapy, coming in to see people and seeing their reactions and how happy they are, knowing everyone's dealing with something awful. That little minute with Coda can change their whole day. That's pretty powerful.
And changing their day and putting smiles on their faces is what Coda is all about.
That is the most well-behaved Pomeranian I've ever seen. Such a cutie. And you can donate and see more of Coda's mission on our website, codathefluff.com. And coming up in our next hour of Good Morning Northwest, we first told you about the devastating fire at McGuire Park yesterday. Today, how the community is responding to the destruction and what can be done next. Plus, if you're hoping to get access to some food services, there's a mobile food bank coming around the Yakima and Zilla areas. We'll fill you in. Plus, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 6:01 on Tuesday, March 26th. Happy Tuesday. Hope your day is going well. If it's just getting started, let's check in now on your forecast to see what you can expect when we head outside. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has those details. Tiffany, what are we seeing?
It's a chilly but dry start out there, Jessica, and perfect timing. We're starting to see that worm moon emerge from the clouds out of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam. We do have some cloud cover out here in Richland, but there may be more breaks where you are located. So if you look off in the west-southwest sky this morning, you may be able to see that worm moon. It was exactly full last night, but it still appears pretty full tonight. First alert radar showing that we do have some light snow along the Blue Mountains. Maybe a couple of showers may pop up along the foothills of the Blues this morning, but we should be mainly dry on your Tuesday. Temperatures have dropped into the 30s now in Tri-Cities. 38 there, 37 in Dayton, 43 Walla Walla with more cloud cover, 34 in Yakima, and 38 degrees in Toppenish. So it is a cold start this morning. I think you can leave the umbrella at home today, but you need that heavier coat as you head off to work and get the kids off to school this afternoon. And for your evening commute, things are looking good, 62 degrees, but you'll need that rain gear starting tomorrow. So I'll have that hour-by-hour forecast, and we'll also have an update on the mountain passes if you're traveling today coming up in a bit. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And take a look at this. A fire so big, drivers could see it from I-82. Destroyed most of the playground at McGuire Park in Yakima over the weekend. And that fire comes less than 3 years after community volunteers helped to rebuild the playground. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell spoke with the Yakima Greenway and fire officials who say it's now a total loss.
The fire melted plastic and burned out slides, causing more than $350,000 in damages. But for the community, it's less about the financial cost and more about the emotional one.
The hardest part is just knowing that it's not there. And when you see the pictures of so many people working on those hot, long days and took so much ownership and pride in that. And then also yesterday, seeing little kids on a beautiful spring day running down the pathway only to see that it was gone.
A park grounded in childhood memories, dating back to the wooden playground built there in 1992.
This massive fort-like structure that stood the test of time, 30 years plus. In 2021, we decided that it was in such a just state of repair that we needed to replace it.
After losing their visitor center and playground at Sarge Hubbard Park in the 2020 Labor Day fires, and with firefighters responding to 20 or 30 fires along the Yakima Greenway every summer, the new playground prioritized fire prevention.
We'd really done our due diligence to make sure that there was a lot of weed control, that any flammable, short of the wood chips that the playground was on, was contained. So we had high hopes that this was going to stick around for a long time.
But over the weekend, it went up in flames.
The majority of the playground was completely engulfed when they arrived.
The exact cause is unknown, but fire officials say they do know it was started by someone inside the playground.
There is no power, there's no other natural causes that would have caused it. We just don't know what it was or what the intent was.
YPD says they're treating it as an arson case and need witnesses or video to figure out who did it and what they might be charged with.
From a misdemeanor all the way up to a felony, a lot has to do with the intent of why someone wanted to burn it down.
But that won't change what happened or the impact of the loss.
Not being able to have that structure available for our community and the children to enjoy is really gut-wrenching.
Yakima Greenway officials say insurance should help cover the cost of damages, and the board will be meeting to determine if they want to rebuild. And if they do, they'll have to figure out how to prevent something like this from happening again. Reporting in Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Emily. And some more morning headlines. The Walla Walla County Sheriff's Office has opened a homicide investigation after the body of a man was found early Monday morning. Deputies found the man on Mill Creek Road near the Washington and Oregon border. The man was identified as being from Walla Walla and his family was notified, but authorities did not release his name. The Sheriff's Office, along with the Walla Walla Regional Drug and Gang Task Force, is working on the case. If you have any information on this case, call the number on your screen. The Kennewick Police Department is asking for your help in finding a man who hit a teen in a crosswalk and then drove away. This happened Friday, March 15th at around 7:30 in the morning. Authorities say the 15-year-old student was on their bike in the crosswalk on Southridge Boulevard at Hildebrand Boulevard. They say a silver SUV hit the student, stopped only briefly, and then drove away. The student was hurt, but is expected to be okay. KPD says drivers need to pay attention, especially when driving near schools.
We have school zones for a reason, and the idea behind those is to reduce speed. Understand that significant injury occurs to a pedestrian from a vehicle really starts to increase at 20 miles per hour. So that 20 mile per hour speed zone is for a reason.
The driver is described as a man in his 60s to 70s with glasses and white facial hair. Police say he was wearing an orange safety vest and there was a golden retriever in the SUV at the time of the crash. Call Kennewick Police if you can identify the driver. Second Harvest is holding mobile markets this week in Yakima and Zilla to bring free food to families in need. One is set for today from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Amigos del Altissimo, which is located at 1802 Willow Street in Yakima. Volunteers will be filling car trunks with food, produce, bread, and non-perishable items. No appointment or documentation is needed. In December, they were serving 206 families per market. Last month, they were up to 274.
So that's a 33% increase from last quarter's events. We're looking at quite a bit of increase. You know, the assistance for these families, food assistance, just remains so high in this area.
They have enough food for about 250 families. They'll also have a second mobile market from noon to 2 p.m. Thursday at Zilla Nazarene Church. Check this out. If you were watching Good Morning Northwest yesterday right at 5, something a little strange appeared on our Dust Devil Skycam. It's a blink and you'll miss it flash across our Skycam. We slowed that video down to give you a better look at what happened. The question we've been asking each other the past couple days or 2 days is, what is it? We were first tipped off to this by our viewer, Joe Warren. He sent us a recorded clip of our newscast and we went back to a recording to see if it was there, and it was. So what do you think it is? Let us know. You can go to applevalleyNewsNow.com/vote Tell us if you think it's a UFO, a satellite, a shooting star, or something else entirely. Again, you can head over to applevalleynewsnow.com/vote to weigh in. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest. In an update we first brought to you earlier this month, Lewis Street businesses in Pasco continue to struggle. What Councilman Leo Perales says the city is working to do to get the businesses back open in the midst of an overpass construction.
Ready to bring your dream countertop to life? At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
We wondered, where do people do their banking? So we asked.
I bank at Hapo.
Hapo's my bank. I've been a member of Hapo since I was 10 years old, 60 years.
I bank at Hapo Community Credit Union.
I'm with Hapo.
You're not just a number there, you're treated really well.
I feel like they're part of my community.
It's easy, it's convenient, and I don't know, I just love the people there.
I guess the question we should be asking is, where do you credit union? Join Hapo Community Credit Union today.
Jax, what are you thinking? Grandpa told me to mark down the prices. Hartley, what are you doing? Grandpa told me to test out the beds.
My brother and sister are crazy, but so is my grandpa. I love coming to our family furniture store, Meredith Furniture, because I get to take naps on all of the beauty rest beds. But the main reason most of you guys come into Meredith Furniture is for all the great prices on beauty rest mattresses. Meredith Furniture on South First and Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
Are you looking for a new car that's sporty, reliably fun, with great fuel efficiency? Check out the new 2024 Kia Soul LX at Overturf Kia. New Kia Soul LX models start at just $20,990. Choose from 6 at this price. Plus get 4.99% interest for up to 60 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Ready to bring your dream kitchen floor to life? At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In business news, Ben Franklin Transit's general manager has stepped down from her post. Rochelle Glazier has been on the job for less than 2 years, but she says a family issue is what needs to take priority in her life at this time. CFO Sarah Funk will step into the role as interim general manager while the board looks for a replacement. The search could take several months. Glazier will step down officially on April 1st, but will be available to help with the transition to new leadership. In Pasco, work continues on the Lewis Street overpass, which is set to replace the old underpass, and that's later this spring. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma spoke with local businesses impacted and a city councilman about how they're trying to make it through.
The Lewiston overpass construction work is set to continue for another 2 months or so, and many businesses are struggling. As I walked downtown, most of the businesses were closed. I did notice that now, since the last time I was there, the roads and some sidewalks were ripped out. I was able to speak with Francisco Alvarez, the owner of a Herbalife nutrition business that's been affected by the construction. He says businesses owners need help from the city. What we need economically is economic help to help pick up each business so no one has to close. Alvarez says he's determined to keep the doors open while businesses around him are forced to close. I haven't wanted to close, honestly, because it's hard to start a business. It took me a lot of work to remodel this place. It looks nice now, but it wasn't always like this. I put my whole life into here in this business, so to close a whole day? Nope. That's why I don't close. So whatever happens, I'll continue to move forward the most that I can, and I'll see how far I can get. Councilman Leo Perales with the city of Pasco says he doesn't want to have to see businesses continue to close their doors. He says that the city has a plan in motion to help these businesses.
The city of Pasco last week, we had a couple options that we could look into. The most likely one and the one that can be used right away would be the community development block grant funding. So we allocated $370,000 from that funding for these micro grant enterprise application process. And so we're looking to hopefully unveil that out, or push it out here in the next 30 days. There's a lot of public meetings we have to do. It has to go before the planning commission and then back to the city council, which we will approve it, and then we can start the application process for all those impacted businesses.
As to how much each business can expect to see from that $370,000 grant, Perales says anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000. Perales also says that once applications are open, the city of Pasco will take a hands-on approach to ensure every business receives help on how to access the application and fill it out. Reporting in Pasco, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Perales says the construction work should be all wrapped up by the end of May. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, a connection to a former First family in the state of Washington. The story behind these photographs, their discovery, and why they're on the way to Chicago to be on prominent display. Plus, looking outside, temperature is 38 degrees, getting a little lighter out there. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have more details in that first alert full forecast. That is next.
It's Markdown Madness now at Mattress Depot USA.
Get slam dunk savings of up to 60% off.
Beat the buzzer, these prices won't last long.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get $5,000 total value on Silverado LTZ and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing in all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
See your community Chevy dealers.
If you're hurt at work, your life can go into a downward spiral.
You're injured. You can't work. Your bills are piling up.
But winning workers' comp benefits isn't easy.
You're the underdog.
We'll fight laboring industries to get you the workers' compensation benefits you deserve.
If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Amazing. Breathtaking.
Just south of the Canadian border is an awesome trail with a waterfall you'll never forget.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beyond words.
Sweet Creek Falls on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Whoa.
Did you hear that feedback?
We got it. We're back. Nope.
Next live, Ripley star Dakota Fanning plus Simon Baker.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Check out this shot. This is a view of the almost full worm moon as it starts to slip beneath the clouds there out of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam in Richland. We showed you the full moon yesterday morning, and it still appears full, but it is getting lower in the sky, and the clouds could obscure it as we get closer to sunrise here. But the worm moon, it was full last night. It will appear full this morning and tonight. However, the clouds could be an issue. However, if you're seeing more breaks where you live, you should be able to see the moon until 7:17. Obviously, it's a little bit harder when the sun rises. And then the moon will rise tonight at 9:06. But I think clouds could be an issue tonight as well. So hopefully you saw it yesterday. Temperatures out there are in the 30s and 40s. 40s where we are seeing more in the way of cloud cover. 43 Walla Walla, 44 in Pendleton. It's 38 in Tri-Cities, 39 in Prosser, and 34 in Yakima. And those numbers are a little bit higher where we're contending with some wind as well. Winds are up along the foothills of the Blues. Everywhere else, they're pretty light, but the wind will be picking up out of the southwest for everyone today, anywhere between 10 and 20 miles per hour, possibly gusting up to 25 and maybe even 30 along the foothills of the Blues. Looks like a little bit of light rain getting close to Pendleton, and we have some higher elevation snow showers along the Blue Mountains and also some snow showers along the Cascades as well. So if you're traveling, I told you I'd give you those mountain pass reports. Here are the latest conditions. This just updated. We have rain and snow falling at Snoqualmie Pass. Traction tires advise as there is some snow and slush on the road. Same story at White Pass. It is snowing. Traction tires advise. In Stevens Pass, snowing with some snow and slush on the roadway. Traction tires advise. So just stay up to date on the latest pass conditions. As we go throughout the day today, I do think we'll see a mix of sun and clouds. A couple of showers possible along the foothills of the Blues this morning. Everywhere else should remain dry. I know there are a couple of green spots out there. There may be a couple of sprinkles later, but that's it. Chances below 20%. So I think you can leave that umbrella at home today. High temperatures in the lower 60s, which is actually where we should be for this time of year, holding in the mid to upper 50s along the foothills of the Blues, getting close to 60 in Yakima. Tonight, here are those clouds. They really start to increase and thicken up out ahead of our next storm system. So this time tomorrow morning, I do think we will start to see some light rain moving into the region. It becomes widespread. There may be a little bit of a break in the action for some of us around lunchtime before another batch of showers, maybe even a few rumbles of thunder moves in late in the day. And we could even see some heavier pockets of rain out there along the foothills of the Blues. That's where the highest totals will likely be across the region. How much rain are we talking? Not a lot. We could see up to 1/4 of an inch along the Yakima Valley and into the Columbia Basin. Those higher totals, if they do even get this high, I think a solid 1/2 inch is a good bet. But we could see some isolated higher totals in Dayton, Walla Walla, and down into Pendleton. And those are the areas that need it the most right now. So some beneficial rain on the way tomorrow. Thursday, a shower or two possible, but our drying trend begins. And then we're talking about middle 60s. Look at Easter weekend, 68 on Sunday. Yakima, 59 and breezy today. Rain likely tomorrow. And then we'll see those temperatures rise back into the 60s, maybe even 70 by early next week. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. A Washington woman's family photos are headed to the Obama Presidential Library in Chicago. This after she found pictures of former President Barack Obama's mother. Eric Wilkinson has a story.
Megan Dasher Watkins was going through her late mother's belongings last year when she came upon some photos that caught her eye.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
They're pictures of Stanley Ann Dunham, better known as the mother of former President Barack Obama.
I was so kind of like in shock and kind of fangirling over the whole thing.
Dunham attended Mercer Island High School with Megan's mom. They graduated in 1960. Megan remembers her mother talking about Dunham during the Obama administration. She said they'd go on sleepovers and campouts together as teenagers. When Megan found the pictures, she had just one thing in mind.
I wanted to make sure that President Obama and his family had these as well.
Last February, Megan talked with King 5 about her discovery. Somehow, word must have gotten back to the Obama people because this month she got this email from the Obama Presidential Center.
At first, wanting to make sure it wasn't one of my friends or family, cracking a joke on me.
The center's registrar was asking if she would mail him the photos to display at the Obama Center in Chicago.
How often do you have somebody contact you from a presidential library and want to have part of your family's history included in it.
For Megan, it's a privilege to have her family artifacts on display at the center, but it's knowing that her mother's memory will live on as part of presidential history that means the most.
She would be so honored and thrilled to be able to donate this to the library of such a significant, important person in history. It makes me so happy that my mom's name is going to be a part of this.
In Stanwood, Eric Wilkinson, King 5 News.
Such a cool surprise. Well, straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, if you love that Costco food court but you don't have a membership, you might be out of luck. The rule the company is cracking down on and how much it could cost you to get your Costco food fix.
I've been with U.S. Cellular for years now, and I think I'm their biggest fan. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers.
Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Indulge in Legends Casino's seafood buffet experience. Discover a feast of premium crab legs, succulent shrimp, and an array of delectable ocean-inspired dishes. Elevate your evenings with Legends Seafood Buffet every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
Spectrum Internet delivers with fast and reliable speeds nationwide, so there's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Now get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and a Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Visit Spectrum.com or call 844-242-1479. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security and privacy for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 with advanced Wi-Fi and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited free for 12 months. Start saving today. Go to Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, call 844-242-1479, or scan the call now.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The record shows no driver at fault. However, we found footage which shows the other driver caused the wreck.
Nice job. What's the insurance company's offer?
You know it's too low. Should I ask them for more?
Thanks, Shelby. But you know when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is one for you. Call 853-2222.
Injured in a car wreck? Call the heavy hitter, Attorney Mariano Morales.
There's been an abduction.
It was the boo hag!
What exactly does this boo hag look like?
7 feet tall, covered in moss, and skin like a tree.
What is it?
Boo hag.
Will Trent, new tonight on ABC.
Right now at U.S. Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at U.S. Cellular. No trade-in needed.
Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
U.S. Cellular, built for us.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In business news, Costco is keeping a closer watch on its $1.50 hot dogs, drinks, and pizza slices. A Reddit photo from a Costco shows a sign that says people without an active Costco membership card won't be allowed to buy items from the food court. This rule was always in place, but analysts say it was never really enforced. However, the membership card rule officially becomes effective April 8th. Costco memberships brought in nearly $4.6 billion during the 2023 fiscal year. Gold Star memberships at Costco are $60 per year, and that's the same price set back in 2017. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, a serial rape trial in the Tri-Cities is winding down. What is expected to happen in court this morning and what the accused is facing. Plus, the latest on the bridge collapse in Baltimore and what led up to the mass casualty.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is one for you. Call 853-2222.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, Pai Gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
The Honda you want is here. So drive in the moment with the versatile CR-V or Accord. Both named a Car and Driver 10 Best. And when you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Want free college or career training? It's possible.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is a sign you'll want in your yard.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Right now, countless American women are facing medical conditions without even knowing. Silent threats. And that's why this morning, GMA with a vital breaking new health series for women. Watch this, only on Good Morning America.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is one for you. Call 853-2222.
Sweet Creek Falls on Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, a Tri-Cities man's trial is winding down. He's charged with 22 counts of rape and robbery. We have what happened in the Benton County courtroom. And Washington Governor Jay Inslee signs into law protections for what has been dubbed the Strippers' Bill of Rights. What this means coming up. And you might need to grab those umbrellas maybe tomorrow, maybe not today. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have details in that full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 6:31 on Tuesday, March 26th. Let's check in now on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, we don't need those umbrellas today. We're going to need them tomorrow, right?
That's exactly right. There could be a couple of showers along the foothills of the Blues this morning, Justin. Nothing just yet, but if you live in Walla Walla and Pendleton, you may want to throw the umbrella in the car. Everyone else can leave it at home. We do have some clouds out there right now, kind of obscuring that almost full worm moon out there that is currently in the process of setting. The sun will rise in a little less than 20 minutes, so it's getting pretty bright already, but it is a cold start out there. We're at 38 in Tri-Cities, 39 at Hanford, 38 in Prosser, 34 in Yakima, and where we have a little bit more wind, a little bit more in the way of cloud cover, Hermiston, Pendleton, Walla Walla. That's where we're seeing temperatures in the low and middle 40s. There's that wind. It's up between 10 and 15 miles per hour along the foothills of the Blues. Everywhere else between 5 and 10. But those winds will be increasing throughout the day today. So we're looking at a breezy Tuesday, a pretty seasonable Tuesday where temperatures should be for this time of year. Make sure the kids have the heavier coat because we're starting off in the 30s. By the time they go off to catch the bus or you're dropping them off at the school, temperatures will likely rise into the lower 40s. Middle 50s around recess, so they'll still need that extra layer. And as they're heading home, highs around 60 degrees. Now we'll talk about Easter weekend because it's looking very nice. We'll have your latest 7-day forecast and your allergy forecast coming up toward the end of the show. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. In your local headlines this morning, closing arguments began in the serial rape trial of 28-year-old Brandon Jones. Several victims from Richland to Kennewick and beyond stepped forward to claim they were violated by Jones, who was first arrested for a violent rape back in May of 2022 in Kennewick. On the morning of May 28, 2022, a woman called Kennewick police to report that she was raped at gunpoint in a motel parking lot on the 7100 block of Clearwater Avenue. She told investigators that she met Jones online and they met in person, where she says he assaulted her. Jones is now facing 22 separate counts of charges, including 11 counts of first-degree rape, 7 counts of first-degree robbery, among other counts. And there could be more victims because Jones frequented other cities across the Northwest, like Portland and Seattle. The prosecution argued that Jones targeted sex workers because they would not come forward, while the defense noted that most of the victims were on drugs, so their memory of events should be questioned.
And you learn that sex workers really are the perfect type of individual to victimize, to take advantage of, to shame. They are the perfect victims. All of their actions are done in private.
Jones denies any wrongdoing. Closing arguments are expected to continue today. We're told the soonest a verdict could come down would be later this week. And Washington Governor Jay Inslee has signed a proposal that's been called the Strippers' Bill of Rights. Inslee says the new law, which started out as Senate Bill 6105, is designed to make sure that adult entertainment establishments are safe for workers. It sets new training requirements, including education about what entertainers' rights are in Washington and how to report sexual harassment or abuse. The training will also have to cover conflict de-escalation and providing first aid. Establishments will also have to provide panic buttons, key code secured dressing rooms, and at least one security person focused on protecting entertainers. There are also some benefits for businesses that comply.
It includes specific provisions for the Liquor and Cannabis Board to issue liquor licenses to these establishments should the establishment be in compliance with the prescribed safety requirements.
The new law also puts limits on how large cities and counties can regulate adult entertainment. Now to the latest on the bridge collapse in Baltimore. Authorities say at least 2 people were rescued from the water in the collapse. One was taken to the hospital in serious condition. And here's what authorities say happened. The footage on your screen now shows the Singaporean flagged container ship called the Dolly approaching the bridge and crashing into one of the support columns. A large section of the bridge collapses. The U.S. Coast Guard says search efforts are underway as multiple vehicles fell in the river, and Baltimore City Fire says dive teams are still searching for up to 20 people in the water. Maryland's governor has declared a state of emergency. The bridge had 4 lanes and was about 1.5 miles long. The search for survivors continues. The Biden administration is spending $6 billion to slash planet-warming pollution from heavy industries, and this includes cement, steel, and aluminum. The funding will go to more than 30 factories around the country who are taking steps to cut about 14 million metric tons of carbon dioxide annually. That's equal to taking about 3.3 million cars off the road in a year. The funding comes from a combination of the Inflation Reduction Act and the bipartisan infrastructure law. The Powerball jackpot continues to grow. There was no grand prize winner in the Powerball drawing last night. And according to the lottery's website, 2 players, one in New York and one in Florida, won $1 million each. The next Powerball drawing is Wednesday, and it's now estimated to be $865 million. If the grand prize is won, it would be the 5th largest in the game's history. A winner would have the option of receiving the $865 million in annual payments or a lump sum payment of $416.1 million, both before taxes. As for Mega Millions, the next drawing is tonight, and the jackpot is at $1.1 billion. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, the Supreme Court is preparing to hear arguments today on a new lawsuit filed against the FDA. what this has to do with the ease of access to the abortion pill and what that could do to women who are looking to end their pregnancy through medication. Details on that next.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1. From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Atomic Health pays me to do the in-home, I guess, nursing or the things I do to help out, so we don't need a nurse. Meds, cooking, cleaning, getting them to doctor's appointments, picking up prescriptions, whatever else needs to be done. So at least once a month or whenever I need her, Sarah, or whatever nurse is available, comes to our house. If I have a worry that I'm not sure if he needs to go to the doctor, she comes and advises me and does an assessment and tells me if there's anything I need to do different, or I don't know that I could do this without him.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
Why buy a mattress from Mattress Depot USA?
Low prices.
Every day, we beat any competitor's price.
Selection?
All sizes and brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Customer service.
Our sleep specialists average 10 years in the industry. Check out our reviews.
Comfort guarantee?
120 nights worth.
Same-day delivery.
Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Local?
Born here, live here.
Come see us today.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
When a rookie stunt driver meets the trainer who thought he'd seen it all.
Again.
There's bound to be action. But this is no ordinary blockbuster. It's a Nissan sales event ad, so you better act fast. Don't miss your chance to drive away in a new Nissan.
Let's roll.
Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue, or get 2.9% financing for 36 months on Frontier.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive rebates up to $1,600 off on a new Daikin Fit system and thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Whoa.
Did you hear that feedback?
We got it. We're back. Nope.
Next live, Ripley star Dakota Fanning plus Simon Baker.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Amazing. Breathtaking.
Just south of the Canadian border is an awesome trail with a waterfall you'll never forget.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beyond words.
Sweet Creek Falls on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Welcome back. In health news today, the Supreme Court is hearing arguments in a case that could affect the most common type of U.S. abortions. Most people who end pregnancies in the U.S. use pills. Now a lawsuit is challenging the FDA's power to make it easier to get the drug mifepristone. Amy Kiley reports a ruling in the case could have significant impact on abortion access.
It's likely the most important abortion case since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. Today, the justice is hearing oral arguments about mifepristone. The plaintiffs and their supporters argue the FDA broke the law by letting patients get it through telehealth and the mail.
Just because you are sitting in California does not mean that you are not violating the laws of Florida, Texas, and 30 other states.
Laws do vary by state. New York actively protects doctors who send mifepristone to places that ban it.
First month, we sent about 4,000 pills into restricted states, and now we're up to around 10,000 pills a month.
The study shows nearly 1 in 10 abortions in the first 6 months post-Dobbs involved telehealth and mifepristone. The drug is one reason abortions actually increased after that ruling. Pills now account for almost 2/3 of U.S. abortions. Providers say buried in those statistics are stories of people who want to give birth but suffer health complications. They argue obstacles to abortion put them at risk.
Those delays are really scary for an OBGYN. Things tend to go bad quickly.
Some drug makers say they worry the case could set a precedent for more legal challenges to FDA approvals. They say that uncertainty could reduce investments in other types of new drugs. I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Supporters of the abortion pill, including the American Medical Association, say the drug is safe. The FDA approved the drug more than 20 years ago. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, it could be considered the most famous store in all of movie history, the one Rose just couldn't share. In today's Hollywood Minute, how much the door has sold for at an auction. Plus, looking outside, temperature is 38 degrees. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has more details in that first alert full forecast. Keep it right here.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with the product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique, and we're here for all of life's occasions, all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Get $7,500 purchase allowance on most 2024 Cadillac Lyriq models. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
See, Alice, it's snowy and cold out here, but in Triple Play's toasty indoor water park, people are happy and warm.
This is snow?
Right, Roy, she's never seen it.
It's cold and sticks to my feet. This stuff rules.
Ah, look, she made a snow, Roy.
That is clearly a snow stand.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Who is that?
My Aunt Shirley.
Get a great deal on a great-looking lawn and a really comfortable ride. Introducing Kubota Z200 Series mowers with a new K-Ride comfort system. Designed to optimize your ride so you have everything you need to glide your way to a perfectly manicured lawn. Right now, get a Kubota Z200 mower for 0 down, 0% APR for 48 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back. We're starting to see the sunrise right now. Official sunrise is right now in Richland as we take a live look out of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam. We do have a fair amount of cloud cover there as we look off in the distance. So we're starting off with partly cloudy skies, mostly cloudy along the foothills of the Blues, where we have temperatures in the low and middle 40s, and the wind is up in these locations as well. 43 Walla Walla, 44 in Pendleton, 38 in Tri-Cities and Prosser, and we're at 34 degrees in Yakima. Now here are the winds. They're primarily out of the south and west, anywhere from 9 to about 13 miles per hour along the foothills of the Blues. A little bit lighter elsewhere, but everyone will see a breezy day today as those winds increase out of the southwest, 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting up to 25, maybe even 30. And because of that wind, that's going to blow around that tree pollen. So I think pollen levels are going to be a little bit higher today because of that wind, and it's predominantly tree pollen. The trees have been blooming, all thanks to the warm weather. So if you're allergic to tree pollen, you may want to limit your time outside and have those medications ready to go. We'll see a little bit of a drop in those pollen levels Wednesday and Thursday with our rain chances, and we drop a little bit more on Friday before those pollen levels expected to rise once again as warmer weather returns to the region. Here's the weather pattern. Today we're seasonable, we're breezy, we're watching that storm system offshore as it gets closer to us, and this deep dip in the jet stream in this upper level system will bring widespread rain to the region tomorrow throughout the day, and we'll likely see mountain snow as well. Now Thursday, that upper level low right on top of us, couple of showers still possible, but overall it will be a drier day for us. So let's take a closer look. This morning, a few showers possible along the foothills of the Blues. That's it. I think you can leave the umbrella at home. I know this is trying to depict a couple of showers, but I think if anything, it'll just be a few sprinkles. That is about it, and chances running less than 20%. Temperatures today, averaging out in the upper 50s, lower 60s, which is a pretty typical late March afternoon day here in the Columbia Basin. So not bad, close to those averages. Tonight into tomorrow morning, watch what happens. The clouds start to thicken up, and here comes the rain. The rain should be here early tomorrow morning. Notice how the snow develops along the Cascades, and we'll likely see periods of wet weather during the day tomorrow. We could get a break in the action around lunchtime before another batch of showers and maybe even a few isolated thunderstorms develop across the region. Not expecting any severe weather, just some lightning strikes and a few claps of thunder will be not out of the question. And then things start to wind down as we head into Wednesday night. How much rain are we anticipating? I think many spots, possibly up to 1/4 inch. If we do see those higher totals, they'll likely be along the foothills of the Blues. I think a 1/2 inch is a solid bet. However, this latest computer model has those totals a little bit higher, closer to 3/4 inch. So we'll continue to watch that for you. But those areas need the rain the most as they are abnormally dry in the drought monitor category. Your 7-day forecast showing breezy, dry today in the Tri-Cities. Tomorrow, rain looking likely, just a slight chance for a shower on Thursday. And then the weekend is looking fantastic. 65 Saturday, 68 on Easter Sunday. Yakima 59 today, partly cloudy, breezy, rain looking likely tomorrow, and then temperatures rise into the 60s this weekend. Walla Walla, a couple of showers possible this morning, and then we have better chances for more widespread rain Wednesday into Thursday. Could see a stray shower on Friday, but then the weekend looking good. 61 Easter Sunday. Hermiston 60 degrees today, rain likely tomorrow, and then those temperatures continue to go up, getting close to 70 on Easter Sunday. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And today in entertainment news, a famous prop from an Oscar-winning film hits the auction block, and a new documentary looks at a band that a lot of people love to hate. I like this band. I don't care what anybody says. Well, here's David Daniel with the Hollywood Minute. Having some technical difficulties, we'll go to another entertainment news, a developing story. Federal agents raiding 2 homes connected to rapper Sean Diddy Combs. The music mogul has been accused of sexual assault and trafficking in multiple civil lawsuits. Federal agents worked into the night after raiding the Los Angeles and Miami Beach homes of the rapper. While the target of the 2 raids is unclear, sources say they're connected to a human trafficking investigation out of New York. Agents were seen carrying boxes out of Combs' Florida estate. Combs has faced multiple civil lawsuits in recent months, accusing him of sexual assault and sex trafficking. He's denied all accusations. A lawyer representing Cassie and another of Combs' accusers said he hopes these raids are the beginning of a process to hold him responsible. And that piece of balsa wood that was big enough to save Rose but not Jack in Titanic has sold at auction for over $718,000. It was the highest bid on any item at Heritage Auctions Treasures from Planet Hollywood event. topping an Indiana Jones bullwhip and the axe from The Shining, where it's usually referred to as a door. The auction noted it was actually part of the door frame from the ship's first-class lounge.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:53. We'll get to your first alert forecast in just a moment, but we begin with the look at this morning's top stories. Starting off, the Walla Walla County Sheriff's Office has opened a homicide investigation after the body of a man was found early Monday morning. Deputies found the man on Mill Creek Road near the Washington and Oregon border. The man was identified as being from Walla Walla and his family was notified, but authorities did not release his name. If you have any information on this case, call the number on your screen. And today the trial continues for 28-year-old Brandon Jones. Several victims from Richland to Kennewick and beyond stepped forward to claim they were violated by Jones, who was first arrested for a violent rape back in May 2022. And that was in Kennewick. Jones is facing 22 separate counts of charges, including 11 counts of first-degree rape, 7 counts of first-degree robbery, among many other counts. Investigators think there could be more victims because Jones frequented other cities across the Northwest, like Portland and Seattle. Jones denies any wrongdoing. Closing arguments are expected to continue today. We're told the soonest a verdict could become available or come down would be later this week. And the Kennewick Police Department is asking for your help in finding a man who hit a teen in a crosswalk and then drove away. It happened on Friday, March 15th at around 7:30 in the morning. Authorities say the 15-year-old student was on their bike in the crosswalk on Southridge Boulevard at Hildebrand Boulevard. The student is expected to be okay. They say a silver SUV hit the student, stopped only briefly, and then drove away. The driver is described as a man in his 60s to 70s with glasses and white facial hair. Police say he was wearing an orange safety vest and there was a golden retriever in the SUV at the time of the crash. Call Kennewick Police if you can identify the driver. In Pasco, work continues on the Lewis Street overpass. The construction continues to affect local small businesses downtown. The sidewalks and streets are ripped out, making it harder for businesses to stay open. Leo Perales, councilman with the city of Pasco, says he doesn't want to see businesses continuing to close their doors. He says the city of Pasco has come up with a plan to help. And Perales says once the applications are open, the city will take a hands-on approach in helping these businesses fill out these applications. And Second Harvest is holding mobile markets this week in Yakima and Zilla to bring free food to families in need. One is set for today from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Amigos del Altissimo, which is located at 1802 Willow Street in Yakima. Volunteers will be filling car trunks with food, produce, bread, and non-perishable items. No appointment or documentation is needed. Ben Franklin Transit's general manager has stepped down from her post. Rochelle Glazier has been on the job for less than 2 years, but she says a family issue is what needs to take priority in her life at this time. CFO Sarah Funk will step into the role as interim general manager while the board looks for a replacement, and the search could take several months.
We are partly cloudy this morning, taking a live look out of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam in Richland at Columbia Point. We do have, like I said, a mix of sunshine and clouds out there, and that will likely be the case on and off throughout the day today. There are a couple of snow showers falling along the higher elevations of the Blues, and we may even see a few light rain showers develop in Walla Walla, Pendleton, and Dayton over the next few hours. We'll watch for that. But everyone else should remain dry today. It will be a seasonable Tuesday all across the region. It is a chilly start out there, so be sure to have that heavy winter coat ready to go. 33 in Yakima, 40 in Tri-Cities, 42 in Walla Walla, and 43 in Pendleton. So the winds have picked up along the foothills of the Blues. They will increase area-wide today, so it will be a breezy afternoon. In Yakima, highs around 60, 62 in the Tri-Cities, and 56 in Walla Walla. Now, after today, you'll need the umbrellas. Rain looking likely tomorrow, maybe even a stray shower on Thursday. After Thursday, we're dry, and look at that beautiful weekend ahead. 65 on Saturday, 68 on Sunday. Yakima, slight chance for a shower overnight, and then better chances tomorrow, and Easter Sunday looking dry and warmer. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany, and thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. I do want to mention that band I was talking about earlier is Nickelback, and you can always find updates on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com. Have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.